Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. And today's video is going to be a slight two-parter. But first, we're going to coffee dye the shoe. Skip here if you want to see the timestamp to where the custom starts, if that's what you came here for. After coffee dyeing the shoe, we're going to be turning this plain Air Force One into something more reminiscent of a T-Rex skull you'd see in the museum to represent the history of the sneaker, which is the third pillar out of 4 in this series that I'm doing, deconstructing sneaker culture. But I'll dive deeper into that later on in the video. But without further ado, let's get started. We got the coffee, now it's time to go to the other supplies so we can start dyeing these shoes. So we have the shoes fully submerged in the coffee. I'm going to let them sit in there for about 2 hours. I'm going to rinse them, let them dry overnight, and I'll see you tomorrow morning. All right, now it's day 2. I let the shoes sit overnight after sitting in coffee for 2.5 hours. Now it's time to look back at our sketchbook and see what we got to do next. This particular pen is my go-to for a lot of the customization process. It's heat reactive, so it shows up more than a pencil, and once you add a heat gun to it, it disappears. Time to cut the shoe up even more. This is the Deconstructing Sneaker Culture series, so we should come to expect it by now. Okay, so this is what the shoe looks like now. We're running into some minor inconveniences. I'm going to show you how to fix them and what we're going to use to fix them. Let's go. The first issue we're having is this sock ladder peeling up. We're just going to add fabric glue, pin it down with these clamps, and that should fix our problem. Another issue we're running into is this exposed fabric. Once holding the upper to the sole. We just have to go in with the Angelus Direct Cream, and that should do the trick. Here I'm using that same heat react pen, using the sole of the shoe to create the bottom row of teeth and the jaw to keep as much of the original shoe intact as possible. Alright, so I was able to go in and add the bottom jaw, but since we cut into the original sneaker, some of the white is showing, so now we're going to have to go in and paint it. Let's go. So as you guys know, this is my third part in a 4-part series called Deconstructing Sneaker Culture. So as I'm painting, I'd like to talk more about the history of sneakers. Footwear has always been the go-to, but sneaker culture became popular in the early 1900s. Sneakers were first made for sports and physical activities. During the 1970s, brands like Adidas and Nike became popular, and sneakers turned into a trendy item, not just for working out. This change happened because well-known athletes and musicians were wearing sneakers, which turned them into symbols of fashion and social standing. People wanted to be like Mike. Sneakers have become a worldwide trend over the years, attracting collectors and fans who admire the creativity and advancements in sneaker design. So we just finished painting the sneaker. Now it's time to assemble the stand. Building the stand was a lot harder than I had anticipated. Drilling the holes in the stand, the shoe, and the base and having them all lined up was a bit tricky. But running into problems and figuring out how to solve them might be one of the best parts of creating. And here I'm painting the wood black, also adding a little bit of silver to give it that metal metallic look. This should contrast a lot more against the wood base and the tan uppers of the whole shoe. All we have to do now is add the teeth and lace them up. But before I show you guys the final product, I have one more little detail I really think is going to take this to the next level. If you made it this far, to be sure to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Now it's time to reveal the final product. This is sneaker history.